World where quality business information is needed. We bring you On the Mic with Mike, the leading social enterprise business show in RVA. Join Mike King, the partnership guru, as he delivers game changers in Metro RVA. On the Mic with Mike showcases how business can help make society better. He discusses tech, culture, innovation, best business practices, and highlighting area nonprofits. Join Mike Monday through Friday, because it is the place where the best and brightest come to chat.
I like that.
On the mic with Mike. 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 He's like a guru. No, he's a businessman with a great radio show. And he supports the nonprofits.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to On the Mic with Mike, the premier business radio program around. I'm your host, Mike King. I appreciate you being here with me. The views expressed here are mine. I have no connection to, support of, agreement with any other host, information, or ads on the station. I don't work for the station. My program just airs here on a daily basis, and I'm grateful of that. Join me as our cutting edge show. We uplift the community and showcase RVA in a different way. Sounds you're listening to are emanating from the Mike King Biz Studio, which is the global epicenter of social enterprise business. You can follow me on all social platforms, which is On the Mic with Mike RVA, as well as Mike King Biz. I'd like to thank our sponsors who are out there keeping us on the air. So make sure you check them out. Last year, as I said, we donated 19,000 minutes of free airtime to nonprofits and businesses to tell the story. So that's what we do here. So Mike King Biz Radio Network is ESPN Richmond 106.1 every day from 5 to 7 a.m. The Choice 105.3 every day from 2 to 3. And then we take in our talents like LeBron. We are global, so that is International Business Group Radio, Saturdays, 10 a.m. in the East. So, okay, I'm out there minding my business. I got a good friend, Jill Chickowicz. She is the hardest, she's the James Brown of people out there who run nonprofits. She's out there hustling all the time. She has a Night for Scott. Two and the Stigma is her awesome nonprofit. I made a friend of hers. So now when I always say cool people know cool people, welcome to the program, ma'am.
Thank you.
Alrighty, I always say, this is a business show. Tell us who you are and what you do.
All right, I am on a Sothen and I'm here in the Richmond area, actually specifically Moseley. And what I do is I bring businesses to the homeowners who are looking for their services. And I do that in a monthly publication.
Alrighty, and the name of the publication is?
Swift Creek Living.
Swift Creek Living, alrighty. So give our listeners an idea of who reads Swift Creek Living.
Everybody who lives in Roundtray, Summer Lake, Westerly, Watermill, Foxfire. So those are the 5 neighborhoods that I go to. So they get the monthly publication. Jill was actually one of our covers, actually.
I remember.
Yep. So she was one of our covers. So you
Oh,
get
you
it.
know the Cat in the Hat.
I do know the Cat in the Hat.
Somebody
I know. Yay.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Cat in the Hat. Yes.
Yes.
She is a local realtor. Yes.
Yes. And they were featured as well, too. So they were one of our feature families. So it comes in, you see their cover, and you want to pull it up and read it and find out all about them. So that's what we do.
And from a business model standpoint, how'd you get into that business?
How I got into
Yes.
it? Well, sort of haphazardly, actually. A friend of mine who is in network marketing, who lives in Virginia Beach, was publishing or posting on for social media that she wanted to, connect with landscapers and roofers and architects and all of these people. She sells skin cream. And I was like, I know you're not selling them sunscreen. That's not working, right? What's going on here? And she's like, oh, I'm getting ready to launch this magazine. And I said, is it network marketing? And she said, no. And I said, well, that's what everybody in network marketing says. So I bet it is. So no, thank you. And then like 6 months later, she actually publishes her first magazine. I said, what is this? And so she told me. That was on a Wednesday. On a Thursday, I had an interview. On a Monday, I was in training. So I completely did a 180 in life in 3 days.
You found something that the look of it says high and upscale.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Okay, and is that so? Which area? So you're in the Moseley area down there. How far away does your I guess area cover?
So mine just covers the 23120 and 23112 zip codes because it's those 5 neighborhoods. But we have publications all over the area, like neighbors of Chesterfield is Hampton Park, Harpersville, Ashbrook, Brookdale. So Brandonville has its own publication. Fox Creek and Mad Green have their own publication. So it's a publication that is very for lack of a better word, egocentric to those neighborhoods. So all the information is about them.
Alrighty, and so do you share, so a plumber who wants, so you would make the deal with the plumber and then he would make it with the other publications as well?
He could, yeah,
could.
absolutely.
But you're out there looking for ad revenue for yours.
Absolutely.
Because that's the business model.
That's the business model.
And how else besides the physical publication, how often does that come out?
That comes out monthly,
Okay.
delivered directly into their mailboxes.
How hard, like, what's the process of doing that now? Because a lot of times people had said magazines are done.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like,
Print
no,
is dead.
they're not.
That's what my husband said when I told him I was doing this.
But
He's like,
nobody's reading magazines
right,
anymore.
exactly.
I'm like, do you see them in the supermarket?
No, nobody reads those though.
Right, but they're in the supermarket.
Yes.
And why is that? Because
Well, somebody's going to read it. Somebody's going to look it up. Somebody's going to need
buy
it.
Right, okay,
Absolutely.
so, but you take it in and they show up in the mailbox.
Correct. Directly in their mailboxes, along with their bills. Only we're the fun part.
You're the
Yeah,
fun- you
we're
are
the
the
fun part, yes.
Alrighty, and so when you meet people out on the street, let's talk about what it means to end up on the cover.
Oh, yes, that's the fun part. So as long as they live in the neighborhood, they are eligible to be on the cover. Doesn't matter if they're young, if they're old, if they're married, if they're single, if whatever, they just have to live in the neighborhood. And oftentimes people will say, I'm not special. You don't want to know about me. Like, yes, I do.
They have a story.
Everybody has a story. Why doesn't anybody see that? Everybody's unique.
Yes, some are more unique than others.
Some are more unique than others. Yes.
Some are more unique than
Yes.
others. And so so in 3 days' time, you went from naysayer to drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
when did you know you had something that this thing may work?
Probably about 6 months into it. So I guess apparently it takes most people about 6 to 8 months to actually bring a magazine to print. And it took me about 4, a little less than 4. So I could do the work, obviously. It was exciting. I got to meet business owners, meet people in my community who I haven't been meeting. So, and the company culture is amazing. And that's really where I feel at home.
A lot of times people look at culture, and I talk about culture all the time.
Mhm.
What is it? So you went from not knowing to going to training. When did you realize that culture thing was a big piece that you really felt at home?
From the get-go.
Okay.
Yeah. From the division manager to my friend who brought me into the business, as they like to say, to our regional manager, to the training and support that we have each and every single day. Like, you constantly get poured into, and whether it be from somebody who's here local or somebody out in California or in Canada, we're getting it each and every single day. So
One of my good honors here with us, and the name of the publication once again is
Swift Creek Living.
Swift Creek Living. Okay, Kim, did you come up with that name, or is that name designated by?
No, I actually came up with it.
You came with that name.
Yeah, which was a bit of a challenge actually, because when we originally did the map, I'm geographically challenged. So don't ask me where something is, because I won't be able to tell you and I won't be able to get there. Thank God for GPS. But when they gave me this map, we were trying to come up with a name, and Midlothian Living seems sort of broad, and my publication goes to Midlothian and Moseley. And so, well, I'm like leaving Moseley out. I can't say Moseley Living because then I leave Midlothian out. I want everybody to be happy. And I realized that Swift Creek goes right in between my map. So I was like, well, Swift Creek Living sounds like a plausible idea. So let's go with that.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Okay, and all of a sudden, so the folks in Midlothian are happy because they're included. Folks in Moseley are happy.
Exactly.
Alrighty, so when you're out there and you're starting off, you're going to businesses, you're doing a business, knocking on their door, knock, knock, knock. How are you? Would you like to jump on board?
Yes.
What was the look when people?
So initially, it can be challenging because they don't know you from Adam,
They
right?
don't know.
So you're either calling. Well, initially it was right. We're still at not the height of COVID, but we were doing.
Smack that. You were launching a business at the way to
I
go,
was,
ma'am.
yes,
Yes,
thank
that's
you.
congratulations.
So it's all phone calls. So, some random person is calling you up saying, hey, I'd like to learn more about your business and share a little bit more about mine. And so it can be challenging because there's they get calls all the time. Why would they want to have a conversation with me versus a conversation with somebody else? So it can be challenging, but they have a really good business model, and if you follow the business model, if you do it orthodoxy, as they like to say, then it works. And so it worked.
One of the things that on the mic with Mike, we're here with Honest, we're talking Swift Creek Living.
Yes.
There we go. So we talk about hear overcoming obstacles and jumping out into that world of being a business owner. Water can be deep,
Oh,
the
very
water
deep.
can be cold, and
Very
here
cold.
you are. So sometimes that's why certain people we talk to went and buy franchises or buy things where it's already, you don't have to figure out everything every step of the way.
Yeah.
When you went to, had you always thought about running your own business?
I've been an entrepreneur since I was 18 years
Okay,
old.
what's the draw to it, ma'am?
Being able to do what I want, when I want, wherever I want, with whomever I want for as long as I
Did
want.
you have a rebel personality as a child? Were you ever
Yes.
told that?
Is my mom watching this show
Yeah,
or
well,
listening to the show?
she will,
Yes.
We're gonna phone a
Mom,
friend.
sorry. Yes.
Yeah. So it went over to, and the draw to it is that you write your own ticket.
Correct.
You create your own destiny.
Yes.
So for people who are out there, men, women, younger people, whoever, let's talk about making dreams come true.
Okay.
So now there's a blank slate. Most people go to work and they get a job and they
Me
get
too.
a paycheck, and
And
then
there's nothing wrong with that.
then there's those other folks who are out there. I wasn't the one with the burning desire to be an entrepreneur, even though my mother and father were.
Okay. Was it
But-
because your mother and father were that you shied away from it?
I went to the Army,
Okay.
and I remember the first time I met somebody who made $25,000 a year. I said, well, what do you do with all that money? I had no concept of
Right,
money.
no concept of money.
I had no concept of money. So now you look at that and say, you want to make a dream happen. So a person's thinking about leaving corporate America or trying to make something happen. What's the advice that you would give them?
Listen to your intuition. If your gut is telling you to do it, then do it. It's going to be scary. And like you said, the water is deep and the water is cold, but you'll always regret the chances you didn't take. And so you can go out there, you could fail, but it's always, I say you're not failing, you're learning. You'll always learn something. Nothing is ever a failure. So if you're being called to do something different, go do it.
Gotcha.
Find people who will support you in doing that.
So finding a crew, a posse of people.
Yes.
Let's talk about why that's so important. And how do you find those people?
Well, I'll say that I got lucky, but I believe that I attracted them into my life. But finding people who support you, like Jill or my friend Kim in Virginia Beach, or my friend Christy in Gloucester, those are the people who, when you doubt yourself the most, are going to pick you up. Who you can pick up the phone and say, I'm done. I can't do this.
This is it.
This is it. I'm done.
And they walk you back off the ledge.
And they walk me back off the ledge.
And then how do you feel when you get back? You're like, ooh, I'm sure glad I didn't.
I feel amazing. And sometimes I doubt their belief in me. Because when they pour belief into me, I'm like, who are you talking about? Are you sure you're talking about me? Are you sure you don't have somebody else in your mind? But they always pour belief into me. And I borrow their belief while mine is waning. And when theirs wanes, they borrow mine.
And that is the culture of a winning organization.
Absolutely.
But you're the organization. So
I
besides, what help do you have besides making all this magic happen?
Oh, I'm very, very, very lucky. So Alicia Rudolph is my content coordinator. I love her.
What
But
does that person do? That sounds like a very important job.
it's a very important job. She writes my content. So if a sponsor is an expert, they get to write an article every 3 months. She can help them write that article. Some sponsors are like, oh, I love to write. And so she'll edit it for editorial content. And there's others who are like, please don't ask me to write one word because I can't do it. And so we'll send them a questionnaire. She writes it out and sends it back to them for approval. So I say she's the glue that keeps us all together, because she finds all of the information that's going to go into the magazine each and every single month. Without what she does, I can't do what I do.
One of the things that I remember working at shout out to my man Tom Lapis at the Henrico Citizen. I remember he's a true newspaper man. I remember him laying out the paper.
Oh yeah, I don't do that.
You don't do that.
No, Shannon Zimmerman, who's a part of corporate, does that for me, and she's a phenomenal designer.
Because I'm wondering, that seems
I don't
like,
do it in my
that
basement.
seems like I remember watching Tom do that, and that is something that's very important. It's time staking too, because you want to get it right.
Absolutely.
As I said, the look of the magazine is totally upscale, top notch. Well, it goes to the area.
Absolutely.
Alrighty. So when I talk about things here, we always say you want to shout out some of your sponsors, advertiser folks. This is the time to show some love to people.
Absolutely.
Okay, here we go. Because I understand that about the average.
Yes.
Yes, I do love them.
Yes.
Shout out to them.
Okay, so we have 360 Plumbing, who has been with us since the beginning. We have Bully Jared Lee, who is actually our CPA expert. He's part of the chamber as well too. We have CJ Grinnell, who is my mortgage expert.
That's I know him.
Do you know him?
I know him.
Everybody knows CJ.
Nicole Reed.
Nicole Reed. I
Nicole
don't know
Reed
that.
Real Estate. That's
Okay.
her guy.
Okay.
And that's he came here before.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He was my son's baseball coach and my son's basketball coach.
Oh, really?
So that's how.
Yeah,
And he was one of our featured families.
So you know what? That's why there's only 18 people here in the whole RVA. You'll run into them eventually.
Exactly.
Okay, and so you have who else you got? You got anybody else you want to say?
Let's see. Oh, now that you're putting me on the
I know,
spot,
so I'm sorry.
you're putting me on the spot. I should have brought my magazine with me.
That's okay.
Oh,
So
the Art Factory. Have you been there?
never. I've never
What?
heard of it. I don't know.
The Art Factory is in Midlothian. Go there, get some coffee. It's the best coffee around. Beautiful place. You can take your grandkids there to go painting.
No.
Well, you already
Yes.
spent a lot of money on your grandkids, so
Exactly,
you
yes.
probably won't take
I
it.
don't have any money left after that. After the $1.60 for those Jordan 5s.
You said it was $1.50 earlier.
What was
Would
the
it
buck?
increase?
Well, no, it was the tax on
Oh, gotcha.
that was what I was going to get. Like they said, we don't charge, we just collect the tax.
Right.
But I was in shock when I was leaving, so it didn't matter
It didn't matter.
because it was a long way from $50.
For $50, yes,
but
yes,
that's a-
slightly larger amount.
Slightly larger.
Just, yeah,
And he
but was
just,
he happy?
he looked like he had been healed. When he walked out of the store when I wasn't gonna buy him, but you know the grandfather thing. All right, you know what? On the mic with Mike, we gotta go. As I always say, the microphone ain't free. Plus, my grandkids do need stuff. But you know, it's the granddaughter now. That's so you know.
Wow, she's probably got you wrapped around her little finger.
Yes, it's a killer. I
Yes.
said I would be a great girl dad, and I don't know. This granddaughter thing is brutal.
Oh yeah,
I'm the man 1 minute, and 2 seconds later.
that's my daughter.
And you know the thing with girls too, you can't even bribe them. It
No,
doesn't work. You
it
know,
does
like
not
my
work.
sons, I could bribe them.
Yeah.
Or the grandsons, you know, here, take this. And I'm like, okay,
Mhm.
here's the bribe. She'll take it or she won't take it and just looks at me like,
What was
really
that?
scamp?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, we got to go. On the mic of Mike, we'll be back in a moment with the best business radio program around. On the mic of Mike, we'll be back with Anna. Not Anna, because I'm from Philly. It is Anna.
No.
There you
Yes.
go. On the mic of Mike, we'll be back.
Echo is cultivating a community that will fuel your tomorrow. It's not just where we are, it's where we can take you.
This is
What
Danielle
is
Fitzhugh,
your
the president
social-
of the Chesterfield Chamber of Commerce. Listen to
is
us
it
on
Swift
Chamber
Creek?
Wednesday as
It's
we
Swift
talk
Creek,
about how to promote,
yes.
protect, and invest in Chesterfield
It's
businesses.
Best
Tune
Version
in to
Media, Swift Creek
1061
Living.
On Wednesdays for
Okay,
Chamber
so
Wednesdays, so
Insta,
you can
Best
listen to how
Version.
we can support, invest, and promote your business right here in Chesterfield County. Find the Chesterfield Chamber of Commerce at
So I see
chesterfieldchamber.com
Best Version
or on
Media.
all of your social
But
media
that's not
accounts of
you.
Chesterfield Chamber VA.
No.
My name is Jimmy Comer, co-owner of RBI Services. RBI can help businesses and individuals with their accounting, tax, and insurance needs. With over 20 years of experience, we will properly guide you at a fair price.
So I'd say 2 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back on the Mike, the best business radio program around. I have Anna Sothen,
So then.
from Swift Creek. All right, so she brought the magazine here with us.
I did,
And
I
she
brought
the
it.
magazine. Okay, so here, we gotta show some love to our sponsors and advertisers, because that's what we do here.
Yes, you want to give them a shout out? You
Yeah,
want me
let's
to
do
do
it. Okay, yeah, go ahead, you can do it.
Okay, so we have outdoor lighting perspectives. So if you need uplighting for your house.
Okay,
We have exterior home improvement with Stone Creek Exteriors, Hunter Usler.
I've seen them before.
Yeah, so they're amazing. My event expert, Jawanda Smith, you have to give her a call if you want romance in your life. She will knock your socks off.
Kind of short.
Yeah, she's petite.
She's one, okay, so she
Girl, I
did
got you
the,
covered, no worries.
no, she did the client appreciation party for Nicole Reed
Yes, I
a
believe
couple
so.
years ago.
Yes.
Before, yes.
Yep. So my essential oil expert, if you need essential oils, Lisa Cusano.
Oh.
Do you know what essential oils are?
Yeah, but you know,
Bet you know what essential oils are.
and you know what? I wasn't a believer before, but I'm a convert.
I like it.
I'm a convert. I wasn't a believer
a
in that
convert?
other stuff. You
All
okay?
the other stuff.
I thank you. I appreciate that.
We talked about the Art Factory earlier. If
Okay.
you want a good cup
And
of
that's
coffee.
a
It's a coffee shop. Yep,
Okay.
it's right in front of Brandonville. And then we have Margaret Sees, our real estate expert,
Okay.
and 360 Plumbing. We talked about that. And then you
Oh.
talked about my team, and I was remiss
Okay. We can.
not to share Oh Shoot Photography.
Oh,
so-
okay. Because and they shoot
She's
the
the one,
covers.
yeah, she's the one who shoots my cover.
Okay.
Sorry, Dawn. My apologies.
That is, you know, and the covers are really nice there.
They're
So let's
beautiful.
see. So we have Leaf Spring on the
Leaf
back.
Spring, yep.
And so you're offering a content for people. Let's talk about what it means for you guys from the business standpoint that have the information associated with Swift Creek And then,
Why would a business want to be in here?
there you go.
Well, so we reach 2,100 homeowners each and every single month. So we put you in front of the people who can use and need your services. So we're all about branding. This is not a, hey, here's 10% off, come see me. This is about, let me provide you value because our experts get to write articles. It's like a TED Talk in front of 4,000 people without the stage fright, like what I'm having right now.
There's no, hey, you also have my friend in here.
What did you
Shout out to Mindy Conklin.
Who do you, I mean, you
So
know
Min-
everybody.
Well, Mindy Conklin, because she's with Hitting Cancer Below the Belt.
Oh,
And
yes.
she always talks about, people always
Love
worried
her.
about what's going in your mouth. She said, we better worry about what's coming out the other end.
Yes,
Because, take a peek below the seat,
yes.
check below the deck. It's, okay.
You're full of them.
I know. Well, they're not mine. I'm not original.
No, that's-
Those are hers.
no thoughts are
And she has
original.
the big colon that they take out.
Yes,
They take it.
absolutely.
Okay.
We
fine.
did an article and then they
That's
were
okay. I
actually
know. That's what I'm
featured.
looking.
Yeah, they were featured on the Brand Remote publication.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
Natalia Covington is another real estate sponsor as well too. And Club Pilates. Have you taken a Pilates class?
Do I look like I'm taking a Pilates
You
class?
should go take a Pilates class. It's not you should go take a Pilates class.
I took a yoga
Everybody can
class
do it.
and then I'm laying on the ground sweating and
I teach yoga.
okay, I know.
Okay.
You look like you teach yoga
Oh, thank you. I received that compliment for sure.
because yes. All right, so let's talk about the Lewandowski family. What made them special? What you said, they're gonna say we don't have a special story,
Yes.
but everybody has a story. Let's give a shout out to them. Like they are the cover.
They were for our May cover.
Okay.
Yes. So she and I actually connected on Facebook and just hit it off. You know how when you are in sync with somebody and we went and met and had coffee, and she has a really compelling story to tell and is a nurse in our community and does a lot of really good things for our community. And so I wanted to feature her. Everybody's unique. And
Everybody
special.
is unique. Yeah, my mother always said I was something, but I don't think she was saying it in that way. No, she was like, you're something, all right. Alrighty, so Swift Creek Living, how can people find you guys out there once again?
So we're on Facebook and Instagram, Swift Creek Living, and with Best Version Media. So follow us. If you're a sponsor or if you're a business in the area and you want to get into these communities, reach out to me. I'd love to have a conversation. And at the end of the day, if it doesn't work, at least I know who you are and I can be a referral source for you.
Anna Sothen is here with us. Oh, my good friend Denise Tyler walked in. She is my tarot expert.
I'm
And
excited.
that's right, because so Anna, you said
I love tarot cards.
my wife does it every day. She's listening.
And I have a pendulum. I have all the things. I love it.
Okay, on the Mike, you never know what you're gonna get here. Stay tuned because this is gonna be something. Did you bring a deck?
You know I brought that.
Of course you brought it
Of
down.
course you
You
brought a
always
deck.
ask me to do things.
I know. It's like, but I also always start out with please say the credentials because people don't think I'm a lunatic, But on the mic with Mike, we gotta go as I always say. Make sure you check out our sponsors and advertisers. They help us stay on. I'd like to thank you for coming on. Shout out to
Thank
Jill,
you.
as well as the Chesterfield Chamber. You didn't realize what I was doing that day when I was there.
Oh, I had no idea. I
Right, so
just
we
knew
were
of
riding,
you.
we were riding in a golf cart doing drive-bys in Ken,
Okay.
interviewing people as they were playing golf.
Oh, okay.
But
I was driving by giving them water or
yeah.
potty breaks.
Well, you were doing
Some
some,
would say that mine was more important,
yes.
but that's okay.
Well, I had done that before with Jimmy Comer, and it was just like Caddyshack.
Oh,
But with Ken, he had, he was taking it serious.
oh,
Like
okay.
he had his hands at 10 and 2 and
Oh.
waiting, and I was like, okay.
I would learn the rules of golf. You don't drive by them when they're trying to go back with their swing. I got a couple looks that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yes.
learn.
You live and you learn.
You live and you learn.
Yes, but you were popular with the water and the potty break. So
Oh yeah, absolutely. People liked me.
Not bad.
So did their bladders.
Exactly. We gotta go. On the mic is Mike. It's nothing like this one. We gotta go. Take care, folks. Bye. Oh, make sure you check out Swift Creek. That is for